What's up guys, welcome back to another installment of Be Ghetto Vlogs. So school holidays has just begun and that's usually when I'm my most busy. It's where I get to do most of my spraying and just overall renovations on the sports field and around the school. It's pretty wet today. We had about 21 millimeters of rain over the last 2 days here. So I'm going to be spraying out some Acelepryn by Syngenta. Acelepryn is a pre-emergent insecticide that I feel is pretty essential in maintaining a sports field or golf course, whatever it may be, even a home lawn. Acelepryn is great for the control of African black beetle, Argentine stem weevil, and many other turf insects that can be quite harmful to the surface. Usually spray this out every spring. It lasts about 6 months in the profile, so I tend to give it another hit come January, February just to get through the rest of that summer/autumn period. I'll live and die by this product. I highly recommend it. There was a time about 4 years ago that the ground I was working on, the higher ups wouldn't let me spray out any insecticide come springtime, even though I pressured them and really wanted to use it because I know the benefit of it. And within about 4 months, the ground was from green to dirt, and they ultimately lost the contract for the ground that they were looking after because they didn't want to spend some money on a little bit of insecticide and trust my knowledge. The sports field that I work on is 1.4 hectares in area, so I go out at 2.25 litres in 600 litres of water throughout the entire ground. And remember, this has to be irrigated in or with rain, so make sure to do that. Minimum of about 6 millimeters of irrigation just to get it nice and deep into the soil profile and get down to the root zone. It is a short week this week because we have the public holiday for the Queen's passing away on Thursday, as well as the grand final eve on Friday here in Victoria. So I've only got a 3-day work week. It's going to be pretty busy, touch and go. Apart from spraying out insecticide, I'd like to get a bit of vertidraining done, as well as getting the oval cut down from 20 mil down to 15 mil for the start of cricket season, which we have a practice match in about, I want to say 12 days from now. So given that we have that 4-day weekend, I really need to get a start on preparing that pitch. But as I said, we've had a lot of rain here, so it's not looking too great for it, but hopefully it heats up over the next couple of days and I can get some sort of progress on that. Alright, so it's been 24 hours since the Acelepryn has been sprayed out. It's still pretty wet out here after irrigating it with 6 mil of water just to make sure it gets down to the root zone. So I don't think I'll be doing much out here today. So in the meantime, I'm just going to give the mower a nice clean and backlap the reels, get them nice and sharp. So tomorrow I can give it another cut at 20 mil and then lower the height down to 15 mil for cricket season. The mower's clean, the backlap has been completed. The reels on the mower are currently set at 20 mil. During football season, we cut at 25 mil. Cricket, we get it down to 15 mil. So I'm just gonna tighten the reels now, make sure it's cutting paper really nicely, and then give the ground a cut at 20 mil. Once that first cut's been completed, I'm gonna be lowering the height down to 15 mil and giving it another cut a couple of times before we get into cricket season. After each time you wash your mower, make sure to get the grease gun out and grease all the nipples on the mower to push any water out of the bearings. As you can see, the reels are all nice and sharp, they cut well, the backlapping worked a treat. Now it's time to get mowing. I've finished cutting the ground once now at 20 millimeters. I'm going to go back to the mower, lower the height down to 15 mil and give the ground another cut in a different direction just to get that nice clean finish. Now I know lowering the height from 20 millimeters to 15 millimeters doesn't seem like a big jump. It's only 5 millimeters, which is half a centimeter, but when it comes to sports turf, 5 millimeters can make a massive difference. The grass is currently at 20 millimeters, which is right here. Going to be going down 5 mil to 15, and that's what we leave it at cricket season. So we're meant to have a practice match of cricket out here, not this Sunday coming, but the one after, but the weather forecast hasn't been good. We've had a fair bit of rain. The wicket table is quite wet. I'm gonna try get a mow on it now, but with tomorrow off, Friday off, obviously the Saturday, Sunday, and next week meant to rain all week, it's not looking ideal, but we'll see how we go. So I managed to get a cut on the wicket table, cut the pitch down to about 25 mil, which is a lot higher than usual. Just because the grass on the table was so long, hasn't been cut in about a week. So usually you cut down a pitch, first cut's about 10 mil, and then slowly get it down from there, but because it was so long, I'm starting at 25. I'm gonna cut the rest of the wicket table at 25 as well, and then I'm gonna come back to this pitch and slowly bring it down to probably 15 mil, just so next week when we come back, it's not as long, I can get straight into it, start rolling and getting that pitch ready. Cut the cricket pitch. This is the pitch that we'll be using. As you can tell, it's not striped up. The reason behind that is if you do stripes on the pitch, it can alter the play of the ball. So you want to make sure you go up and back on the exact same line so it's evenly distributed. And the rest of the wicket table, I just cut at, I think it was about 20 mil. 20 mil on the cylinder mower. And the pitch that we'll be using in 12 days is cut down to 15. We'll be getting that right down to probably 6 or 7 mil before they start playing, if they play, because next week's forecast is not looking good, it's quite wet. But got a mow on it, gonna try get a quick roll on this. Not sure how that'll go, but we'll see. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want notifications for every time I post, hit that bell too. I'll put something down here, I don't know. If you guys watch this video, and possibly even my first video, you know that I'm new to this. I'm slowly getting used to being in front of the camera and talking to you guys, but I consider myself a natural born entertainer, so hopefully sooner rather than later, I get the hang of it, and I'm a little bit more fluent in front of the camera for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace!